with this one.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other way or any other thing that would actually help that more than just saying, okay, let's let time fix this problem.
So there appears to be no plans to, for any repercussions against Morey with what was said. Do you think maybe there may be, later down the road, maybe now they haven't done anything, maybe they won't do anything at all? He also came out and said that, his opinions, what he says, doesn't have to do anything with the Rockets, etc. What do you see the outcome of that, just on discipline-wise?
If the NBA disciplines Daryl Morey for saying something, then they would, prove to be the biggest hypocrites on the earth, because they have stood by and allowed NBA players to come out with "I Can't Breathe" T-shirts. They've allowed them to come out and lock arm to arm and protest to the president. If they come out now and say something against Daryl Morey, then everything that they've done over the last few years would ring really hollow. So I don't think they're going to discipline him at all. If the owner says, hey, look, you put us in a bad situation, and for business reasons we don't want you around, that's his choice as an owner. But I think as a team, you absolutely can't do that.
Okay. You make some good points there.
Yep, I think that
sometimes it makes it hard to argue.
Well, probably just because I'm right a lot, but I don't want to say that because that makes me seem vain.
Right, but then again, you just did say it.
Well, no, I said if I were to say it. Yeah, if I were. Right.
Uh-huh. That's a way of saying it without saying it.
Did I do that?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
It's all good. So, and going on to a little bit of more controversy in the NCAA. So this has been mentioned, and it's still been talked about compensation to the players in the NCAA, specifically in more in football, basketball. So it seems that California is leaning to becoming the first state to enact that for college athletes. So how easy is this for colleges to implement? And there's already two that are piggybacking or alongside with California on compensation for these athletes.
Well, okay. So my first statement is it's about damn time. That's my first statement. It's about damn time that someone decided to pay these kids for their likeness. For years, we've had the NCAA use the likeness of people in video games without any compensation. And thanks to the O'Bannons, that kind of, came to a head. But at the same time, they're still getting away with doing a lot of, seedy bullcrap, for lack of a better way of saying it. So I have no issue. Let me be ridiculously clear about this. I have no issue with college kids getting some loot. None whatsoever. My biggest issue is that they're still griping about it, the NCAA, when they're not the ones that are going to be making the payments. They're not the ones that are going to be paying. The people that will be paying will be the people that want to sponsor them. So their money is going to come from sponsorships. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out why the hell is the league upset when they're not even going to be the ones that are going to be having to make the payments. So that's one of those, dude, go find yourself. I could care less. Because
one thing I'm probably thinking, with you saying that, it probably poses, NCAA possibly, it's coming from sponsorships. Yes, you're right. Maybe what the NCAA is possibly scared of is them losing those sponsorships and going directly to the colleges. So where does that put the NCAA in that?
But they're not going to
that revenue that they get.
That's not going to happen because you can't pay sponsorship for players per se, according to the NCAA anyway. So they're not doing that. They're getting their money off TV revenue and all the other stuff. What the lie that they were telling us that they wanted us to believe was that when they were selling the video games and using a player's likeness, that those weren't actually the players. Those were just fictional people that just happened to look just like the players. See, they want us to believe the lie. So they're not going to lose a dime for this. And now you have Coach K coming out saying, no, I'm backing this up. So everyone knows this is a farce and a gimmick. And it's another way the NCAA is trying to control. Let me say it like this. If you were really rich, beyond rich, like Richie Rich, do you want the employees to make the same amount of money as you? Right? I mean,
no,
you don't want the workers.
Right, exactly.
You can't control the workers if the workers make money. You can't make all the money if you're not going to pay any of the workers. That's what this is. This is I'm going to say this very politely because I know we're on air. This is two guys go to the bathroom to pee, and one wants to step back further from the urinal to the other to see who can pee the furthest. I think you get exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's what this is, and it's nothing else. So they don't want kids to get paid. And it's a crock because they are not doing anything. How hard is it? If you're a kid and you're an offensive lineman, why is it a bad thing if I go into Bob's house of roast beef and Bob says, hey, that kid plays for ASU. Maybe if people knew that he ate here, more people would come in here. So they say, hey, kid, listen, we'll give you all the sandwiches you want to eat, and we'll kick you down $100 a month if you just come in here to eat. Why is that a problem?
It's not.
It's not. So, but the NCAA, oh, no, if you do that, then they're not going to be. No. They try to come up with a way to control everything, but they're flying private jets. They're signing $18 billion television deals. They're doing everything that they can to make as much money as they want, but the actual commodity isn't making any money. If I told you, and let's just use practicality. Let's just be honest about this. When you're a farmer, does the cow get paid?
No.
But what you say to the cow is, hey, cow, we're going to feed you all you want, and we're going to fatten you up real nice. You just eat all day. Do you, man. But then when something goes wrong, it's time to lead the cow to the slaughter. But then when the cow says, wait a second, I'm not really getting anything for what I do, the farmer says, yeah, man, we're feeding you. If you weren't with us, you'd be dead by now. Another animal would prey and they get you. That's what they say to the players. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't get this free education. But it's not free because every other kid in college can go find a part-time job and work. You can't.
Right.
So the whole thing is a farce. And my great-grandmother used to tell me all the time, before you lie to me, get your lies straight. NCAA, you've been telling me this for a long time. Get your lies straight.
Yeah. And at each time, NCAA, with basketball, football, which is, the bigger sports, larger sports, baseball, too, you leave them out as well. But, yeah, they're like, treating it as kind of like the NFL, and then we have those stars and, getting that bigger picture out of it too. So it's, they're becoming stars when they're kids from there, and then it can go on into, being on the NFL, NBA, MLB, whatever it may be. They're already getting that recognition. Why not already pay them for them as they're growing and they, you know what I'm saying?
nobody wants to share their money. Let's just be honest. Nobody wants to share that money. And at the end of the day, that's what it comes out. Nobody wants to share that money.
Yeah, but these kids, they, and I totally agree with you. They should be getting compensated for
everybody.
For everything.
Everybody wants to live by that Gordon Gekko, and we all know what that is. Greed is good.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But then where does greed get you?
Well, it's gotten them a whole bunch of billions of dollars. See, remember this saying. Remember me saying this. Everyone says greed is bad, right? Rich people always say greed is bad. For who? Wasn't bad for you. So what do you get a bunch of middle class and poor people saying, oh, I don't want it, greed is bad? Because the rich people have convinced you, the wealthy people have convinced you can be just as happy poor. Take their money away. Watch what happens.
Yeah.
Everyone that tells you that crap, take their money away. Let it go. Just take it and watch what they say. I bet you greed stops being bad then.
Right. So.
Yeah. Don't be fooled by it. Don't be fooled by the banana in the tailpipe.
Say what?
And Beverly Hills Cop.
I don't remember that.
When he says,
I know so bad.
And we're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't fall for that banana in the tailpipe. It's a lie.
Oh, goodness. Oh, but yeah, well, California's, there, and we'll see with the other states and NCAA. They don't want to share.
Florida's next.
Yep. Illinois as well, right there. So.
Yep.
But it's just a matter of time,
Yep.
Yeah. What can they do? So.
Patience.
Right. Exactly. So speaking of patience, I'm going to have a lot of patience over the next couple of days with all of these sports going on. We have football,
yes,
baseball,
yep.
basketball's right around the corner. It's like,
basketball around the corner. Basketball is here. Suns are playing tonight. They tip at 7. Basketball is here. You're talking about around the corner. What corner are you going around? Basketball is here.
It's here. So is this so much to pick from? It's like we're I just need my whole entire wall, mounted with TV, so that way I have one TV on each channel, so that way I'm not missing a single play of whatever happens in sports, soccer, football, boxing, whatever it is, take your pick. But I don't want to miss anything. It's just hard.
No, you can't.
To watch.
You cannot miss a thing. Right now, if you like, the hockey channel is showing all their games for free this week. So feel free to check out the Hurricane and the Panthers, or the Oilers and the Islanders.
Yeah, and I forgot NHL. Yeah, they just kicked off their season. Opening day, whatever it is. Home openers for a lot of teams still happening. So yeah, it's just my goodness, college, football. So much going on, which we'll have to touch on some next week and step in a little bit of that NCAA football and what's going down, and some movement is happening in the rankings, so that's exciting. And
it's not exciting. It's Alabama. It's everyone holding Alabama's jockstrap again. And say, oh, Alabama, look at them, look how impressive they look beating a blind school.
So that'll be exciting. It'll be exciting to watch over the next, the course of the next, several weeks leading into the end of the year. So it's when it gets exciting. At least for me, it does.
Go Devils.
Yes, go Devils. So very, very exciting. Can't wait to go to a Sunday Devils game. So